Yo everyone, we're back of Trails Through Daybreak. Last time we did a crap tons of talking to NPCs. I ruined my throat. Right. Not really, actually. Surprisingly, I was able to do an entire 2-hour session last time. We got a crap tons of NPCs taken care of. We dealt with all the side quests in this section. And now, we only have one little thing to take care of before we move on. Well, I say little, but it's also kind of sizable. We have to do our special connection events, which we only have 4 points for, so someone's getting the short end of the stick. Though I think the one that we're not gonna stick with is pretty clear, so I'm just gonna take care of it first, because I feel like Ashun is kind of like the obvious lack in one of them. Not to say that she's a bad character or anything, but you know, like, her role compared to everyone else here is very noticeably weak. Van's group decided to take a salt break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. I still think the Edith theme is one of my favorite town themes in all of Trails, honestly. It's just so good to me. Ni hao, Van. Hey,
Thanks for coming. You're okay with giving me a little tour, right? So first I was thinking...
Whoa, pump the brakes a sec. I had a quick question for you if you don't mind. You picked a weird-ass time to visit Edith. What's the itinerary? I doubt you're here on your own.
Yeah, Baba's on a business trip here, so I decided to tag along. Though I do have some business of my own, if I'm being honest.
Right. The sketchy business, if I had to guess. Doubt your old man's negotiations bake sales.
Well, you're not wrong. He's got a few of our companies together to figure out a plan for you-know-who. Sao came along as well, but well, I'm not sure where he is, actually. Probably up to something shady. Actually, I wouldn't say that because I'm a simp for him. Real shame, honestly. This was a wonderful chance for a date.
White Orca Dragon's up to something, huh? I don't like the smell of that.
Well, anyway, I still have a while before the meeting, so I figured, why not take a walk around? Baba's busy getting everything ready with the attendees, so I have nothing else to do. You know Edith like the back of your hand, don't you?
I mean, yeah, but can't Aaron do it? Might as well ask him.
I did, but he canceled out of nowhere, the jerk. He didn't even call me, he texted. Can you believe that? Just texted me. Something came up. Go ask the old man if he'll do it. He hasn't changed a bit, I swear.
Now that really is like, bro, what the hell? That little shit.
Come on, Van, please, for me. It's been so long since I last visited Edith. There's so much to see, so many souvenirs to buy. It'll be a favor, Heyoeos, for you. Come on, please.
Heyway really isn't gonna care about. Okay, fine, I'll show you around. We'll call it an apology for how that job thing went down.
Yay, thanks!
Oh, jeez.
Dun dun.
I expected, the second I saw, the scene change, I was like, it's gonna be that theme that plays, isn't it? And lo and behold.
Hey, so which of these do you think would look good on Sao?
You're really thinking about him instead? Thought this tour was for you.
Oh, don't be such a killjoy. Sao and I are in Edith together for the very first time. This is the perfect chance to deepen our bond. Should I pick out a matching piece for myself now I think about it? I think that's a good idea. I can just hear him now. Ah, we match, I see. And then I'll get all flustered and... Ooh!
Lady, your mind works in strange ways. She is a simp through and through, down to the core. God knows if she'll actually end up getting her man one of these days. I feel like it's kind of on the more doubtful side of things, but hey.
I wonder which kind of gift he'd like. Remiferia is cold around this time of year, so maybe I should get him a pair of gloves. Or perhaps a scarf?
Is this for your little brother? He's studying Remiferia right now, ain't he?
That's right. After all the trouble in Crossbell a year and a half ago, I decided to study abroad. I'm going to broaden my horizons, were his words as I recall. His experience over there must have been eye-opening.
Seems like you're proud of the kid.
I am. but he could stand to be less cheeky, and I wish he wouldn't fall head over heels for girls who are out of his age range. Huh. Oh, that dude. Okay, I didn't realize that's who you're referring to. That guy.
Looking to buy that for Jian?
Yeah, he's a bit of a soba addict. According to him, nothing beats it when tuckered out. Sounds like he's been busy as a bee. He does a lot of advising these days.
Guess that screw up of his didn't shake his stand-in on Hiei all that much. I'd suggest buying the flower from Cray. Soba fans love that stuff, so if you give him that, he'll be in 7th heaven.
Oh, really now? Well, I think I'll trust your advice and go with that then. I forgot that that's like an actual phrase that's said, and it's not just a move in Final Fantasy VII. It's not just like a limit break from Tifa Lockhart. Speaking of which, I've been going and listening to music from that, and it's been interesting. Like, I haven't listened to music from Rebirth since I had my LP of it. And it's, you know, it's an experience. I kind of breezed over a lot of the OST of that game, and it's awesome.
Well, I got some time to kill. What to do? Maybe I'll stop by for a bit of booze while the sun's still up, and then some cuties for when it goes down.
So this is where you've been, Aaron.
You look awfully relaxed for someone who just ditched all his responsibilities on me. Why are you here?
It's not that hard to guess what you're up to. How come you canceled on me last minute? You haven't been causing trouble for everyone, right? I so know you messed up your sleeping schedule again, and I bet your diet's not far off.
Oh, you did not just come all this way just to have her nag at me. You were asking for it. Get his ass! Took Aaron around town, having him serve as her tour guide for the day.
Damn, alright. Oh, ending at Tree and Tower? We didn't even get to go there. What the hell? Cut out of the deal. Ah, that was fun. I got to buy a ton of stuff. I got to see all the sights, everything. It was really something seeing the tower up close. It gives the Great Spire a run for its Mira.
Not sure those are really in the same category, but fair enough. Hey.
Oh, don't worry about them. I'm perfectly aware of them. I assume you're here on Liu family business. You're quite a ways from Lawnport, though. Seems everyone's traveling on business these days.
I'd expect no less of you, Lady Ashun. What the hell, one of you? Oh god. Jonsho, yeah. Jonsho, huh? Not from the Liu family, are they? I just gave that my best shot. If that was probably like butchered to hell, but hey.
Indeed not. Though they seem awfully casual for Xiaoxiao. For Xiao Xiao? Normally they try to hide their presence. So, is the message being sent here as Xiao Xiao doesn't even need to try and... wait, being sent here... Is the message being sent here that blah blah doesn't need to try in order to keep tabs on little old me? What the fuck? Is this like a typo? I feel like I'm having a stroke reading this. Is the message being sent here? Need to try and... I think that's broken English.
I think you're mistaken, Lady Ashun. My master simply wishes to banish these clouds looming over Heiwei, that we might shine brighter.
It's really impressive how you can say that with a straight face. You really think your master is looking to resolve all this peacefully? That just doesn't sound right, does it? Now, obviously, I'm not going to pick a fight with you, at least not in public. But if, that's a big if, your boss thinks he can get the better of us, then the Liu family will accept your challenge anytime.
I will let them know.
Get the fuck out of here. Alright, let's head back now.
Okay, wait. Give me a second to process all that. Heiwei's own little princess, huh? Apple doesn't fall far from the tree there. Remind me not to piss you off. I like having my head on my neck. Scared to think what would have happened if I turned you down.
How rude. I wouldn't have done anything. Probably. I do value our friendship, Van, and I'd like to keep it that way. I really owe you, both for Lawnport and for keeping Aaron safe. I mean it.
Oh, I know. I was just messing with you.
And then I'll reload, and then I won't do anything. She'll end up killing Van in his sleep.
But what were you thinking about back there? Sounded like some kind of turf war business. Whoops.
Oh, just some shadows sneaking around. It's nothing to worry about. Baba might have told you, but Hayway is split between several groups and families. Sometimes we have to tie those loose ends up back ourselves. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. That's what Yeye always says. Okay, let's head on back. I should let Baba know what happened. Do you want to see him? He should be back now, and I think he might want to thank you for today.
I'm good, thanks. That's kind of like asking me to walk into a minefield, no offense.
Hey, come on, don't antagonize us like that.
No can do. Born out from the encounter, Van met up with the rest of the gang and went right back to work.
This is one relationship I'll cherish. For Heiyue, as much as anything else.
Alright. Guess that was the only one we ever get, really. Interesting. It gave me a cerulean charm. I'm just kind of curious about that real quick. EP, deep blue kimono sash charm. Gives a lot of ADF though, holy shit. That might be like, You know, it's kind of goated. Like that much is kind of wild. Do we have anything else that gives that type of stuff? I'm curious. Like that kind of just... Yeah, that goes kind of insane, actually. Shit, that kind of makes it seem like it's worth to keep, almost, just for the stats. I mean, I'm not usually one that goes for that type of stuff, but damn. Is there anyone else that I'd really... I'm gonna reload. I'm just gonna ignore it. I can probably make do without something like that, you know. Alright, I forgot to read the messages for these things. I received a mail from Kitty. There's been a certain issue around Aramis as of late. Think you could help me handle it? And keep all this a secret from Anias, got it? If I have time, I should give her a hand. Let's deal with that, then. Yada yada. Hey, Ren.
It's good to see you, Spriggan. Thanks for coming by.
No problem. Didn't expect to get a request from you of all people, though. What gives? Why don't you want Agnes to know?
Oh, I just don't want her to worry for no good reason, that's all.
Sure, that's all. What's the real reason?
Because it'll be more fun to take care of it if it's just the two of us.
Fun, huh? You always have an interesting definition of that.
Don't get me wrong, I really don't want to concern Agnes with this either.
I'll take your word for it. You said you guys are having some kind of problem in the neighborhood around Aramis?
Right. In short, we seem to be having some people who are trying to spy on our students of late.
Not something you really want to hear. Have you talked to the police or the guild about it?
No, not yet. My source for this information isn't the kind I'd rather share with the police in particular. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. I won't stick my nose where it isn't wanted either, then. If we're talking about kids being spied on here, then conventional wisdom would suggest these people are scoping them out to kidnap them later. Wouldn't be all that surprising considering how many kids there come from money. Even so, with the sort of security that campus has got, they've got to have their work cut out for them.
They do, but the signs are there nonetheless. Nevertheless. Plus, these people don't have to strike on campus to cause trouble. Once the students leave campus, they're out of our security guard's orbit.
Right, which is exactly what they'll be doing sooner rather than later. I see where this is going.
Exactly. Our big trip is coming up puts me in a real bind. With the students operating on their own outside of campus, it'll be impossible for me to be in all places at once to keep an eye on things. Which is why I'd prefer if we can get all this straightened out before we leave so I can put this idiot's machinations to bed once and for all.
Sounds like there's more to this than meets the eye, but even without me knowing, I understand where you're coming from. Not something we should put on the back burner, that's for sure.
Yeah, might as well nip it in the bud, as they say. So does this mean you'll help me?
I've come this far, might as well. Plus I'm curious what would make it so fun, as you put it. Guessing you have some sort of reason you want me to help you specifically?
I do. I have a good hunch as to who might be behind this. He's the kind of person who'd be best to handle with your help. Of course, I want to make it worth your time, too. So I've arranged a special reward for you in addition to your usual commission. There's a famous ice cream maker in Liberl who put out a brand new gelato flavor. A flavor that I just so happen to have flown to me all the way from Gransel. You interested?
Interested? That flavor's the hottest topic right now in the Sweets magazine I read. Or I read. I thought they had orders for that stuff backed up all the way to next year.
What can I say? If I want your services, I've got to make sure I come prepared. It's the least I could do.
You know me too well, Kitty. If that's on the line, you can be damn sure I'll earn my keep. Let's get to work.
God, his obsession with sweets, it never gets old. It's always a great dichotomy that I like. Someone who acts rough and tough, but it has a big thing for sweets. That's like an archetype that you see in a few different places. Same was the case for my grandpa, out of all things. Dude was kind of a stoic man, but guy had a sweet tooth.
Yes. The Fedora and Shade Squad. Follow the plan, soon we'll be Ronin. Part of the Dolar family, it's my responsibility to see things through.
I got like tears in my eye. That's what happens when I yawn sometimes. It sucks.
Exact revenge on that accursed Ren Bright.
Huh? Oh, it's this fucker. Ronald, you're a devoted man, aren't you? I'm most amazed you still remember me after all this time.
I ain't so sure that a daddy's boy like him is the kind of fan club you'd want to have after you. What in the world are you doing here?
I had my suspicions that you would be the one pulling the strings here, Ronald Griffith.
Oh, huh. That jogs my memory a little. I've indirectly dealt with this brat before. This your former classmate, yeah? The one that had a bone to pick with you and ended up getting expelled after trying to mess with you.
I did not expect this guy to get to actually show up in any capacity. That is wild. This is like what we got to hear about back in Reverie. The fact that this is like in her side content is insane. The very same. You were most helpful digging up information on his father at the time, even if it was through our mutual reporter acquaintance. Good old Dingo. I must extend my thanks again for assisting me then.
You two have no idea what hell you put us through after you ruined my father's career.
No, I don't. And I couldn't care less either.
You two are just asking for it.
So let me recapitulate here. Your grand plan was to engineer a series of kidnappings to, as you put it, enact your revenge on me. What a tedious and oblique way of going about things you have.
Give him some credit. His brain not be turning on right after what you did to him. Probably scared him shitless of a face-to-face confrontation.
You strike a good point there. I wonder if she's gonna end up taking out her weapon for the first time in this game here.
Don't make fun of me. Me joining the Dolar family was also I could make you pay. We're a mafia with roots dating back to the very history of the Republic. We are not to be messed with. So don't you dare underestimate me. Man, there's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I would say the Dolar family figures in at about the third largest mafia in the Republic. They vied for the second spot years ago, just behind Heyoe, back when they held an immense amount of power. However, Almada's recent moves have managed to displace them from their zone of influence, and they haven't been as active as a result.
Shut up! I don't want to hear Almada's name anywhere in relation to us.
Oh my, is Almada yet another sore spot for you? My apologies, that was so inconsiderate of me.
You bitches are really asking for it now. Hey, I'm not a bitch. I'm a handsome stud.
I'm gonna have to make fast tracks I might have to fast track things now, but you falling straight into my hands must be a blessing from Adios herself. Thank you for saving me the trouble. To show my gratitude, I'll give you a demonstration of the true darkness this world is capable of. What's so damn funny?
Pardon me, Ronald. I couldn't quite help myself. Such a cute declaration to make towards me, of all people. You're out of your depth. Shall we, Spriggan?
Oh, this dude's messing with the wrong girl. Like, you literally saw what she was capable of in that daydream, bro. He is so washed. Fine, but I ain't doing all the work here. Yeah, pull it out.
You needn't worry. I have a message I need them to hear loud and clear. You don't ever try to harm my students.
You know what scare me? 10 minutes until you feel every bone in your body just crying in pain. Alright. Oh, she isn't pulling the weapon out yet. She's just using arts. I mean, you know, arts are what she kind of excels at. At least when she's playable. You must shame me. We're a mafia. Those gangsters from last year were nothing compared to us. How? We can't reveal her weapon and something like side content. We gotta have it as like a bigger deal, I guess.
You're right about one thing. It did indeed take less than 10 minutes.
Shit, getting kicked in by a student before. Shit, I think this is the Arkwright dude that's been making waves all over. Wait, this one messing with Omada? What the hell is he doing here? This ain't no joke. We got no chance. Run, everyone. Whoa. Gonna guess they were pretty low on the family pecking order, but I still expected them to put up a better fight. Wait, please. Alright, punch him.
What was it, Ronald, that you said before? Oh, I know. Something about demonstrating the true darkness this world is capable of. The sheer audacity to even dare utter that. You, who's never had the courage to truly gaze at the abyss and have it stare back at you. Maybe it's time that I show you the true despair of that darkness. Oh dear, we've reached the same outcome as before. I expected all the bravado to take him further this time.
At least we managed to clean up last time's leftovers, so things should be spick and span from here on.
That we have. I must thank you again for your help. That's one more thing to add to the tally.
You probably didn't even need me here, let's be honest. You've come a long way from the kitty I first met. Good work today, Ren.
Likewise.
That wasn't a bad way to kill time.
Wait, shit, I missed something. Oh well. ATS plus 5. Not as noteworthy as the other thing, but hey, still decent. To the surface for his promised gelato, the two took a short break together, Van enjoying his reward alongside a black tea of Ren's recommendation before parting ways. Awesome. That was a real nice one. It was nice getting to like see, especially having like a connection to like the content that we get to see in Reverie. It's nice when they do like connections to like the previous game directly. Oh, that's what I saw. They just didn't load in the shop symbol before. That's interesting. Yeah. Like, I remember back in like, in her like special episode in Reverie, they made a point to have that. They made a point to like focus on, what am I trying to say? They focused on her like trying to stay undercover and then just becoming increasingly popular because people keep having beef with her and stuff like that. And that was always really interesting, but it's nice that we get like a follow-up on all that. Is this the cat that's like the big head honcho around here? Actually, hold up. I don't think I saw the cat this chapter, have I? If it is the same one, then that's one thing, but let me check here. I'm curious. Up here anywhere? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well.
Initializing planner mode.
We got 3 more of these. I'm just gonna go in order of my personal interest. So next up, I actually think it's Rosette. I'm actually a bigger fan of Judith currently. The Rosette's design really speaks to me and her weapon choice and everything, but this means I get to iron out the British voice. Hey, you said you want to talk about some office paperwork?
Correct.
In the course of organizing everything, I found some forms whose deadlines are quickly approaching. I thought you should be made aware of them so that they aren't submitted late.
Ah, shit. Yeah, I don't want to fall behind on those. Which forms are they?
Actually, I went ahead and sorted them out for you already. All you have to do is fill them in.
Perfect. Thanks, Rosette. Gonna take care of those right now so they're not hanging over our head. Van quickly dealt with the paperwork Rosetta provided, packed it up, and made it for the Satan District Police Office. Or, police station. Man, I can't believe I spaced on this. I completely forgot today was the cutoff. Right, this whole customization form thing, they just rolled that out if I recall.
Correct. The government is inspecting customized automobiles to ensure they're not hazardous to public safety. Failing to submit this form will avoid your tax exemption and other credits. Your car will effectively be illegal. Smaller customizations can use a separate form from this one.
Yeah, this one's probably their way of preparing for, like, engine swaps and lift kits and shit. I got the paperwork a while ago, but I kept putting it off. Looked like a pain in the ass. You really saved my bacon getting this stuff sorted for me.
Of course. These clerical affairs are my forte. Shall we get this dealt with, then?
Ah, crap. Fancy meeting you here. Ain't 'cause I want to be here, trust me. Oh, finally decided to come clean, huh? About damn time. Come clean for what, jackass? I'm just here to turn in some papers for my truck mods. Huh. I saw that young lady with you in Tharbad.
Thank you for your help back then. My name is Rosette Twinings. I'm a concierge for the Marduk Company. I'm currently assisting Mr. Arkwright on official business.
Official? How do you keep fumbling your way into a harem, dick? Marduk, huh? Hey, mind if I pull you aside for some questions, miss? I'll take care of the paperwork for you. Oh boy. You have any idea what they were gonna do to you when you got to the precinct?
I did know they wanted to question me. I figured that I might as well accompany you and get it over with there. But that's neither here nor there. Go to work getting your void filled out.
Your void?
Your form filled out. That's most of your paperwork done for today.
Thanks. Wait, most? What's next?
Oh, nothing major. Just your taxes. And while we're at it, I did want to run some equipment maintenance and office resupplies by you.
Man, I almost feel bad putting you to work this hard after you joined. Almost. Let's go ahead and tackle all that while we're at it.
Perfect. Our next destination is Station Street, then.
Navigated after a round of shopping on Station Street, they took a little while at a nearby cafe. For a second, I thought we were just gonna cut it there, just like, yeah, Van was forced to do his taxes. The end. Thanks for all your hard work, Rosette. You got through all that desk work that was piling up like it was nothing. I feel kind of bad for forcing you to do all the tedious jobs, though.
Please, think nothing of it. I'm always happy to be of service. I'm nothing if not pleased to have been able to be of assistance in your office. We'd never be able to interact through anything other than a screen beforehand. But now I get to go out shopping and have a nice chat with you physically here.
Weird way of putting it, but I see where you're coming from. Here's the coffee you ordered.
Oh, speaking of orders, I wasn't aware prior to me coming here and accompanying you on your travels just how bad your sweet tooth is.
Just want to make it clear that sweets aren't the only reason we've been going on so many business trips lately. More of a bonus, yeah? It'd be rude going somewhere not sampling the local confectionery.
If you say so.
And you totally didn't buy that. Ugh, whatever. Let's drink.
This is rather hotter than I was expecting.
Holy shit! This is way too hot! Did a rookie screw up or something? Though yours doesn't look as hot as mine.
We can't be so sure of that. Our difference in reaction should not be how you gauge it. I handle hot things better than most do. I still think it would be wise to get some milk to cool it down, though. Excuse me.
I mean, there's also the chance that Van doesn't have the best handle of spice, considering his liking of sweets. Apologized profusely for the order and added some milk and requested to cool the treats down. Pancakes for free!
Oh, I don't recall ordering any pancakes. Was it you who ordered them, Mr. Arkwright? If so, let me hand you the plate.
Nope, it's right where it needs to be. Just think of them as a little bonus. A small thanks for all you've done for us, even in such a short time. There's more to life than just work. You should at least find time to enjoy something sweet once in a while.
Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting to get such a pleasant bonus so soon after working. I can see this is a workplace that values its employees after all.
Yeah, we can compare to whatever crazy welfare program Marduk has, but we try. It's good to have you on the team, Rosette.
It is likewise my pleasure being part of the team, Mr. Arkwright. Though it'd feel awfully rude to sit and enjoy this plate of pancakes while you just sit and watch. You're the one with the sweet tooth, after all. Why don't you have some too?
I am kind of regretting not ordering any for myself, yeah. Alright, if you're sure, I wouldn't mind a few. How many is that there? 6? Give them like 2, I guess. You know, have it so you're still getting the majority.
You have my full support and then some, Mr. Arkwright.
There we go. Oh shit. Ah, what do I keep fucking yawning? No. I keep yawning tonight. I was kind of debating doing this recording, honestly, because I do feel a bit out of sorts. But in the end, I'm doing it, you know? I've gypped out on a lot of recordings here, so I don't want to have too many where I just go like, you know what, I did one recording, I can take a few days off, you know what I mean? You know, that's not my type of style, you know? I don't want to get too lax with it. That was a fun little event, though. I didn't expect to get too much on a Rosette event, but it was actually pretty nice. Having, like, you know, having a workaholic type character and going through the motions and being like, hey, you can kind of chill, you know, you ain't gotta go you ain't gotta go all cuckoo crazy on it. It just kind of like makes natural sense for that type of stuff, and it's nice that we kind of got more of that here. Ever since the Tharbad Film Festival, the film industry has been really chugging along. Apparently, there are even film review books hidden on the shelves. Need to go scope a store out and see if I can nab one. Oh boy. Film actress with issues is definitely one way to put it. Bookstore in Tyrell? Damn, this publisher works fast. Already got something out about the Tharbad Film Festival. Let's see what they say about it. Yep, they were definitely there and watching the entrance. Really excited for this one. Judith is probably one of my favorites so far.
Check it out, another special on Nina Fenley. That chick's on a roll lately. I mean, why wouldn't she be? She stole Judith Lancer's crown as Best Actress at the festival. She's gotta be the hottest actress in Zamaria right now. Guess it's now Nina's time to shine and be in the spotlight. Not that I'll stop liking Judith or anything, of course, but you know what I mean. Hell yeah, man. No one keeps the action sexy like her.
Jeez. Hey, is that who I think it is? Oh shit. What, she got a suitcase? Or is that just part of her outfit, I think? Damn. Real incognito, just wearing shades and having your hair down. Okay, no time to waste. Time to watch another... You're watching the same movie again? That's gotta be the 3rd time now. Huh? What the heck? What are you doing here? What am I doing here? What are you doing coming over to this theater and watching your own movie over and over again? Don't you think that's kinda... Shush! Don't you say another word. This isn't a good place to talk. Follow me. Alright, coast is clear. Are you out of your mind? Do you know what would have happened if people in the theater knew I was there? It'd be chaos. Hey, you're the one who blared your horn. I was trying to keep my voice down so only you could hear me. If people were gonna notice you, it wouldn't have been because of me. Well, you still... Anyway, you didn't answer my question. Why all the repeat viewings of your own movies? You're that much of a narcissist? My thoughts exactly. I was gonna make that joke myself, but hey, beat me to the punch. See, that's one of the things, is that I can't do as much of my funny haha jokes because this game's really in tune and makes them before I can. The dialogue's a bit too good to the point that it doesn't leave me much room for my own bits. Who said I was a narcissist? It's nothing like that. Look, I get it. We all go through that phase at some point in our lives. True, I look back at my own recordings on some occasions. Mostly to refresh myself on certain games, though. It's perfectly normal for you to get a kick out of how hot you look in the mirror when you're looking through puberty. When you're going through puberty. She's that young? Thought you were a little old for that, though. Okay, she is. I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. And what do you mean old? I'm younger than you. I'll take your word for it, then. So what is it you're doing? Some kind of weird hobby? It's not a hobby. I didn't come here to watch the movie. I came here to watch the audience. The audience? Like what, to bask in their adoration as they watch you strut your stuff? Well, damn, girl. You're an even bigger narcissist than I thought. Gotta hand it to you. Takes a special kind of person to go to that much trouble to have their ego massaged. Props. Now you're just trying to piss me off, aren't you? You figured it out already? And here I was hoping I'd get a couple more selves out of that. You could at least pretend to be a little sorry. I swear, talking to you is bad for my mental health. Okay, real talk. I'm guessing you're here to gauge the audience's reaction to your work? Yeah, more or less. Although I'm mostly looking for some specific things. When I come on the screen, I pay attention to how the people around me are reacting. Where they laugh, where they cry, where they're let down, stuff like that. It gives me a good barometer of a barometer. I've seen that word a few times, but I do not know the pronunciation of how well my acting is landing with people, so I can see where I maybe need to improve going forward. You don't say. I didn't realize that you did so much homework between shoots. I didn't do it just to study their reactions either. I also do it to put things into perspective for myself, I guess you'd put it. Not sure I follow. When I'm filming something, obviously I like to think that the final product's going to come out just like the director and I intended. But audiences don't always see what we see in the same way. They might hate something you feel confident about, or they'll love something you didn't even put all that much work into. Some people might chalk that up to just difference in tastes or preferences, or perspective. But that feels like such a waste when there's so much you can learn. Unlike what you might think, we don't make movies just to satisfy ourselves. We want audiences to be moved, maybe even be inspired by them. You can't improve your craft as an actor unless you take the time to sit down and figure out where you and your audience don't see eye to eye. At least, that's what I sincerely feel. Sorry, trying to adjust my posture here. Huh. You put more thought into your work than I expected. I always figured you were just riding the wave of your success all the way to the bank. Adios, you sound just like my mom and Grammy. What on Zamiria makes you think I'm anything like that? I was trying to give you a compliment, I swear. Interesting to know your family gives you that same sort of grief, though. Pretend you didn't hear that. Also, I'm impressed you can discern people's faces so much inside a dark movie theater. Is that one of the perks from your side hustle? Gives you yukata? Is that what I'm trying to say? Is that what I'm trying to freaking throw down? I mean, she would look pretty. I mean, Judith would look pretty in a yukata, but I don't know if that's really your style. You cat vision at night? No, it's not because of that. I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. Who does this woman think she's fooling? Is this sort of field research something you're always doing? You've always done since becoming an actress? I used to do it a lot back in the day, but the last 2 or 3 years, not so much. These days, as soon as I wrap up one film, it's immediately on to the next shoot. Between that and my other occupation, I hardly have time for it now. But you had some free time for one and decided to do it for old time's sake? I like how she just, like, straight up, you know, she was trying to deny it, and then she says, yes, I have an other occupation in quotations. Had it, more like I had the time to I had to make it for myself.
I had to turn down every offer for shooting and interviews in order to make this happen.
No kidding? That determined, huh?
In that case, I'm even more curious of how the hell she's gonna end up joining us. Because, like, man, that is a big amount of... How do I say it? You know, if she's got this many commitments or something, there's gotta be something that goes hella south for her to end up bunking with us. Because otherwise, she'd have no time for it unless she started just getting a bunch of less work. It's not just that I missed it and wanted to do it. The festival made me realize I need to start stepping up my game.
Because you had the award for Best Actress taken from under your nose?
Pretty much. Nina has such incredible talent for an actress her age. I knew she might catch up to me sooner or later, but I didn't remotely expect it to happen this soon.
I get how that might be a shock to you, but it's just one film festival. Do you really need to be so hung up on the results?
But yeah, I thought it was Judith. I saw her lift her head slightly and I thought that it was her and didn't look.
Her winning the award doesn't take away from the caliber of your own acting. Golden Blood and Wolf's Requiem are both huge, incredibly entertaining films. Most reviews had them neck and neck when it came to the quality of their acting and their sheer level of polish.
I appreciate the pep talk, but I don't want to give myself excuses for what happened. At the end of the day, I lost out. Those are the facts, plain and simple. If I don't always knock audiences and judges off their feet with my acting, then I'm not doing the absolute best I can.
Spoken like a true actress who's earned her spot as queen of the industry. When I first got out to see the real her, I thought I'd regret ever being a fan, but maybe I don't have anything to worry about after all.
You got someone else you want to say to me? Anyway, not to get off topic, but how did you see through my disguise in the theater? I know I wasn't the most elaborate thing in the world, but I was pretty confident I wouldn't get caught.
I probably only noticed because I heard a couple of guys talking about you right before I saw you. If I hadn't, I doubt I would have given you the time of day.
Really? What were they discussing?
Nothing big, just how things went for you at the film festival. From the way they were talking, those awards, or lack of, I guess, don't seem to have done anything to diminish your fan base. I know I still count myself as part of it.
Oh,
good to know.
Well, don't you worry. Next time a film festival comes rolling around, I'll be standing at the top of the winner's podium where I belong. Until then, I'm going back to basics and honing my acting, so it's that much better. You'll see.
Good luck at that. I'll be watching. Escorted Judith to the subway on her way back home.
Maybe
That was a
you're not
real
so
sweet
bad
one.
After all.
Aw. Alright. Level 3 for Van. What do we get? SCLM support effect. Worldly office head. That was a real sweet one. Judith's one of my favorite characters, as I said so far, so it's real nice to get any screen time for her in particular. You know, I don't really... Obviously, the main ship that I still have in mind is Van and Elaine. Like, that I don't think is gonna change, and I was, like, squealing and turning into like a schoolgirl over it earlier. Like, at the start of Chapter 3 and whatnot. But, you know... I feel like if I wasn't a fan of that I also would like Van and Judith together, maybe. I don't know the age gap on them, but it seems like considering what her job is, she's probably within his age range at least. I'd say she's probably at least 20 or something like that. But no, I think it's just really interesting, and I like their dynamic a lot. And no, it's not just because I saw her blush at like one little thing he said or something like that. I'm not that easy when it comes to ships or something like that. But their entire dynamic is very entertaining and everything. And even if it's not like that, I feel like they'll make great friends in the future. Anyways, speaking of ships, time for the main one that I'm interested in.
A whole bunch of new movies are releasing soon thanks to the film festival. Maybe I should check out the release schedule while I still can.
You know, it said famous familiar face for the 1-star thing, which makes me wonder what all of like what it's gonna say for when we get to level 2 after this one. I should actually read up on a lot of them.
Cinema Esprit. Hey there, not used to seeing you here.
Oh, it's you, Van. I'm not here to watch any movies. I was just passing through after receiving a nearby assignment.
That explains it. For a sec, I thought you were slacking off and sneaking in a show.
Just because you have this sort of time on your hands doesn't mean we all do. I happen to be as busy as ever.
Hey, I'm plenty busy too, you know. I'm just taking a short break. Anyway, which movie caught your attention? Curious what Beauty's Blade is into these...
Sorry, I can't talk anymore. I have to get back to work.
Hey, I was just asking.
The Mishy everyone loves is hitting the big screen.
Mishy in Boots.
Mishy in Boots? Fucking Puss in Boots? Oh my god, I just had the freaking gif of Humpty Dumpty go through my mind.
I was always there.
No fucking way. Mishy in Boots. Oh my god. Bro, freaking Jack Horner in the Trails universe will eventually happen. It's the first movie though, you know, it didn't say The Last Wish or something like that.
Well, that explains it.
Also, why am I not surprised that Elaine is a Mishy fan? Like, she's a Mishy head and everything like that. Like, there's always got to be at least one per arc, and usually it's the more stoic types. You have Tio, you have Laura, and now we have Elaine.
Can't say I'm shocked she's a little bashful about it. Nothing wrong with liking Mishy, though. Huh. I've got an idea. Oh shit. What's he got? What is bro doing?
This dude acts like he's so above having emotions and everything, and then he pulls this type of stuff. What is he planning? Like, listen, this is the reason that I said, like, even if I could potentially see Vanna and Judith as a ship, this is the main one, bro. Like, the chemistry is off the charts with these two.
Hey again. Wow, we've met twice in one day. What are the chances?
You're playing it off like it's a coincidence, but I suspect this was very much deliberate. I could arrest you for stalking, you know.
Jeez! All he's doing is just trying to say hi a second time. Oh, don't be like that. I just wanted to give something to you.
I really want to know what the beef from their past is, because she really has it out for him in certain ways. Like, she softens up at times, but at the same time, like, there's clearly something really big that happened in the past, and I'm really excited to see what it is.
And man, I hope they become a canon romance, please. Here you go.
Is this a Mishy plush?
Yep. This thing's merch for the Mishy and Boots movie that's coming next month. You can only get it in theaters for a limited time. You have no idea how long I had to wait in line for it.
Why did you go out of your way to do that for me?
Well, I figured you wanted one because you looked like you were dying to see it.
I don't want to see it that much. But even if I did, that doesn't mean you had to get this for me.
Well, that wasn't the only reason. I, just happened to remember about that promise I broke all those years ago.
Oh shit, the spice?
I know giving you the sorry.
I feel like with scenes like this, I have to give it my all in the voice acting department. I can't half-ass it. I can't stutter a single time. I gotta give it with my full clarity, bro. I'm too locked in.
I know giving you this thing won't fully make up for it.
You aren't wrong. Also, did you just refer to Mishy as this thing? Rude.
Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, catch you later. Oh.
Oh my god, we're actually getting Lore! Oh my gosh. Okay, this has gotta be like... Okay, this is like really old, so I have to think of like a younger Elaine voice. So there's a theme park in Crossbell called Michelin Wonderland? Well, that's new. And this is its mascot.
We're back. We're back. What are you reading there? Looks like it's some news from Crossbell. Anyway, what's this cat-looking thing? Mishy? It looks ugly as hell. Don't tell me you like that thing.
Oh, I'm allowed to like whatever I want. I'm sorry my tastes aren't up to your standards.
It's always good to see you two getting along so well. Crossbell is only one station away on the Transcontinental Railroad. Why don't you take a part-time job so you can take her next year? Don't push me into it. So, what are you thinking? If you really want to go,
Oh my god! Oh my god, they actually did like each other back then. Woo! Really? You'd take me? I mean, if you'd really like to take me that badly, I suppose I can come along.
you just can't be cute, can you?
Do you want to talk, Mr. Dark and Brooding? Thank you, Van. I can hardly wait to go. Holy shit! Does he have any ideas how many years it's been since then? Still, I'm happy he remembered.
Oh, this is the best. I am living.
You've always been stubborn as a mule. Although I suppose that's reassuring in its own way.
The Struggling Beauty's Blade. Agility +3 for the both of them. Dude! Oh my god. I am living. There's not too many ships that I get this, like this invested in, you know? They happen, like, every once in a while. But it's not like a super common thing. I have, like, I'm a big fan of a Diabel for Bravely. I was a big fan of Ishigami and Ino and Love is a War. Same thing for Akasaka's other work with Aqua and Kana. Though I was more so just a fan. See, the thing is, for me in ships, I have to like be really invested in both characters. So Aqua and Kana is kind of like outside of that purview, and it's not like it's bad or anything. I don't dislike Aqua, well, until like what the ending did, but overall I thought he was a pretty enjoyable character, and I actually did like the ship quite well. But then they kind of ended up blowing it at the end and whatnot. But overall, I was more attached to Kana in general. So I feel like I can't put it on the same level as some of my other favorite ships and things like that. Same thing for like Kanji and Naoto in Persona 4. I'm a big fan of Kanji, but Naoto not as much. All right. Anyways, we finally got everything done. I could actually just end it after that, but I feel like we got to do at least some plot today, you know? So let's end work for the day and see what we got. I agreed to meet up with the Immovable once my other work was done. Should I head over there now? Yeah, let's see what we got. Went to Station Street to pick up some odds and ends. Time to return to the office. See y'all later. It's a little early, but I think we should call it a day. You can head on back to the office. Anyas, feel free to go straight to the dorms if you want.
Really?
Is this about your call with the big guy earlier? Nah, it's nothing that important. Oh, and your trial period's over, Rosette. I don't know how long you were planning on hanging around, but we're happy to have you.
Thank you. I'll bring the supplies we purchased back to our base.
Appreciate it. Anyway, don't stay out too long now, guys.
Oh.
Something about this rubs me the wrong way. What do you say we tail him?
We shouldn't invade his privacy.
You're not fooling anyone. We both know you want to find out what's up.
I mean, yes, but... Rosette, aren't you against prying into Van's business too? On the contrary, I'm in full support. I've been fiercely curious about his destination. Furthermore, it seems he was going there for the sake of his acquaintance rather than for personal business. But in truth, I was recommended to start spending more time as I please, so I intend to do just that. What?
Nice save, maid. We could use some help, though. Let's give the pipsqueak a call. Might as well get the whole crew in on it.
While he's running after?
Will you be coming along, Miss Claudel? Fine. I don't want her to be the lone one left out. I really thought you were more mature than this. I apologize for my imperfect nature. I am still only 20 after all.
Jeez. Damn, we pulling out the freaking movie bars for this? Oh shit, my man vanished. That's my goat. Wow, 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 wow. Anyone watching, or is it just... Nope, just gave them the slip. Jeez. That was their problem. Dude is not, like... It's insane how, like, intuitive and... Or, not intuitive, but what am I trying to say? Like, how much he recognizes and how easily. Damn, we're going all the way with this shit today. Man, a big-ass bracer like you can't just stand around here and not expect to get stairs. Hey there. Sorry for calling you on such short notice. How'd you manage to convince the others to let you go? Don't worry about it. I lost them anyways. I think you could give me more of a heads up next time. Those kids will poke their nose in anything once they catch a whiff. Sure thing. Next time. I like how he says those kids. As if Rosette isn't, like, only 4 years younger than him, and also in her 20s. Ugh. So, what do you even want from me? If you just wanted someone to help you blend in, wouldn't Elena or Clausel have done the job just fine? They're tough enough to serve as backup, but they'd probably make me stand out more than you think. Besides, I think you're a better fit with who we're going to meet. Oh, come on. Hey, I'll buy you a drink for the trouble. Anyway, let's get going. Is it like Walter or some shit? It's gotta be like someone unscrupulous, but I don't know whom. Maybe Sao? I don't know. Sao's in town at least. Whoa. Gambling bar Bexon. Holy shit. This is a certain type of location. Black Light District. Yeah, wow. This is... Well, here we are. The place the city's very worst call home. For how long it's been around, it's kind of crazy how much lively it's gotten in the past few years. No kidding. You won't find it on any map yet people are still somehow finding their way down here. But what criminal wouldn't be tempted by a literal lawless zone when they can let off all the steam they damn well please? Might be a bit much for your little ones to handle right now, though. Yeah, hate to do it, but I gotta introduce them to it eventually. Can't stay ignorant of its existence forever when you're in this line of work. True enough. So, my impression of you being a mother hen looking after her chicks wasn't so far off after all, huh? Oh, can it. So where are we going? Well, let's peek in at the nearby bars for starters. Watch your back, though, alright? I know.
Mind if I split? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Come on, man. Where's your adventurous spirit?
Bro, that art goes crazy for Zen. Hold up, I gotta. You know I gotta. Oh, hell yeah. Also, I can just look at all his stuff still. Oh my god, he still has a lot of the... Huh. The Republicans quasi S-rank bracer, alright. Close to 2 arj tall. He's a master martial artist who has studied the Taito school. Dude, I need to check this portrait out. Holy shit. Like, I gotta say, the design goes hard though. Like, this art goes crazy. You know, he's not really what I expected when I was looking into, you know, when I knew he was gonna be in this game and whatnot. I didn't expect him to look quite like this after seeing him in like SC and stuff like that. But dude is still like freaking sick as hell. Also, distend, damage and res up large? That's crazy. Thunder kick, thunder god kick, I'm guessing. Same one he always had. Heralding fist. And I'm not gonna look at his S-craft quite yet, but it isn't what... I was kind of hoping for Wrath of Genbu, but hey, can't win them all. Alright. Oh boy. Okay, we're just fighting, I guess. Never mind.
Fine, let's play.
Just randomly get our ass sent into a fight. Nice miss. Yeah, I think that's one of his classic ones, just with a bit of an extra bit of sheen to it, which is nice. Da 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 da. Shit, bro, hit that.
My move now.
Yeah, let's just hit him with this, and then you die, or not. I mean, he isn't called like a semi, like someone on the verge of being considered S rank for no good reason.
And that's how it's done. Almost feel sorry for the bastards in hindsight. Almost. Gotta be pretty wet behind the ears to pick a fight with the immovable and not know what they're getting into. Goes to show why the Taito school still got its rep. It's lost some of its luster from back in the day, alas. The central dojo closed down 10 years ago after Master Ryuga passed. Now it hangs on by a thread split between several disparate dojos. Speaking of those. Got someone on your mind? Remember you like to go visit those rinky-dink dojos every now and then to train with the disciples. Why not take up the mantle and revive the Taito school outright? You ever think of doing that? Can't imagine anyone would have a problem with you taking the reins. I'd love to see that as much as anyone, believe me. But I don't think I'm cut out to lead the whole school like that. And I can't just shirk my duties as a bracer to chase some pipe dream of mine. So it is a dream, though. Maybe once I'm retired, I'll give it some thought. True. Guild probably can't afford to lose someone as high up as you. Given everything going on right now, yeah. You flatter me. I can't take all the credit, though. You really held your own in that fight back there. You've got a look at a lot of oddball moves in your arsenal. I can tell you've trained in Kunlun, clear as day. Must have a hell of a master to be able to fight like that. Hell of a master is right. He went and wasted his talent on a punk ass like me.
Oh, interesting. Hope we get to learn about him. Couldn't even repay him for everything he did.
You don't say. Could he mean? Anyway, let's keep moving. Our destination should be further in.
We ain't got too many people to talk to, but God, there's a lot of shops. Hey there, boys. You over town? Quite the stud, and your friend there, he's just enormous, and I'm not talking about just his height.
You make for a tempting offer, miss. You're a real sight for sore eyes yourself.
I forgot this dude's kind of a playboy. Not worth it, dude. It's a wild ride, and you don't want to be on it. I don't know. Hard to tell with this guy. Interested in some of my specialty herbs. Way she talks, sounds like her stuff's on the up and up.
Look at her inventory. Partly because I'm curious and partly to make sure she's sticking to her word.
What'll it be?
New item. Aha! Gift for Elaine. That's what you like to see. Hold up. Chamomile. Both gorgeous and cute. Resembles chamomile flowers.
Thanks, man.
Not quite, but we'll get around to it soon enough here, I guess. What do you got?
Look who it is, Mr. Arkwright Solutions himself, and he's got the immovable tagging along with him too. Interesting, very interesting. Something must be going on for the two of you to be working together, but I'll mind my own business. You sound pretty well informed, sir. Nothing gets past you, does it? You know what they say, knowledge is power. He who knows more controls most. That's the key of staying in the black down here. With my humble little store, Mr. Vathic? Of course, sir. Provided you don't cause any problems for us at the guild. Sheesh, talk about an uneasy truce. I ain't sticking my nose in their mind games, no sir.
I've got some fine wares for sale.
One for Ren. Rare items, vitality drops sold out. Block it from bygone era. All right.
You sure know how to make a girl happy.
There we are. Masked individual.
Howdy there, Spriggity-Doo.
And is that the immovable Mr. Zin I see? Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. How have you been, big guy? Wait, you guys know each other? You really are a celebrity down here, ain't you? I wouldn't say that. Morgan just happens to be one of the more reputable merchants here, and I do sometimes employ his services. He kinda tiptoes the legal line, but he's been an invaluable informant for us at the guild, so we just happen to look the other way. Oh mercy, that's so nice of you, Mr. Zin. Too nice, in fact. I haven't done that much, really. I still feel terrible that I couldn't help you before. I'm so sorely sorry. I'm pathetic, I tell you. Just a failure in the eyes of Adios. You know, it's weird as hell seeing a guy in a mask beating up on himself like that. It's giving me whiplash. Yeah, I get that. He's an eccentric fellow, but I take it to mean he's a good guy at heart.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
I was gonna get worried that I was gonna look at this and I was just gonna be like, you fucking fool, actually. You shouldn't have done that. A child. Whoa, hey there, little guy. Didn't see you there.
Whoa, you're so big, mister. You should have some of Mommy's drinks. They're delicious. I'm not allowed to have any because I'm too little, but you guys love them, I know it.
Sounds like a ringing endorsement to me. I'll never say no to a good glass of brew.
Really? You're gonna have one of Mommy's spirits? You promise?
You bet. I'm a little too busy to sit down for a drink today, but I'll come back another day for it. Deal?
Yay, I'm gonna tell Mommy right now.
Whoops, right in my mouth a bit too much there. That kid got me hook, line, and sinker. I'll say. No wonder this joint has titted pretty well for itself.
Just got a dude chilling over here.
If you've got a minute.
Also, holy moly, this lady. Zin Vathic, what the hell are you doing here? Look, if you're just a customer, that's fine, but you're on our turf, and we're not the straight laces you deal with on the surface. You just stay the hell out of our business, and we'll steer clear of yours. You got that?
Don't worry, I know my place here. I'm not looking to ruffle any feathers. Sometimes all I want is to shoot the shit over drinks. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, provided you don't try to pull anything funny. And drop the goody two-shoes bullshit while you're here, okay? Makes me want to puke.
I hear you. I'll be careful. Thanks for the warning. Just be some kind of ex-Jaeger to be talking like that.
Guess you don't go down that rabbit hole. People don't like you prying into their histories here. Anyway, pretty sure this ain't the bar we want.
Don't take too long to decide now. Come back soon.
Alright. Dive.
Driners, drivings, and dives.
Whoops, I don't sense any chi. They must not be here.
Alright, freaking nerd.
Who in the hell are you talking about?
Alright, guess we're just taking the long way around here and going... Ah, there it is. Wow, I was right on both accounts, it would seem. Who would have thought? You're shitting me, right?
Sorry to hold things up.
How delightful it is to see you, Mr. Arkwright. And you as well, immovable.
Van's like, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, get me out of here, get me out of here.
You sure took your sweet ass time.
Yeah, I didn't really expect to see both of you. It was kind of one or the other in my mind.
Didn't expect Arkwright to be with you, though.
I'm just here to do him a favor. But if I'd known we were coming to see scumbags like you, I'd have turned him down straight away.
Come on now, no need to be like that. I knew you were in Calvert, but it's hard to believe it's been 2 years since I last saw your face, eh, Walter? Not since Jormungand, huh? Bugged the hell out of me. We weren't even able to use that chance to settle the score between us. Same here. So I'm sure it's no coincidence I was suddenly able to meet you so easily. I spoke to those two before you showed up, but meetups like this here and there ain't such a bad idea with how little we know about those guys.
I see now. We're all after Almada, so we're here to trade information on them. Didn't think I'd chance into a gathering this major. So, who's our imposing friend? Good question.
I ask that you proceed as though I am not present.
I don't think that's gonna pan out so easily.
Think of me as a random traveler who happened to be here when you arrived.
What is your deal? You almost look like Dingo to me, but that obviously isn't the case given your voice. That's, asking a lot. But the coat and you being part of this group gives me an idea of who you're affiliated with.
To kick this thing off, it's proven impossible to even learn more about Armada at this point. Heard a report the other day that the bracer on an undercover ops on them still hasn't come back. We have been in much the same position ever since the situation in Lawnport. Not long ago, a cold-blooded warning video was sent to our Council of Elders, the kind meant to serve as an example.
They just keep getting worse.
We've had nothing like that on our end, but there is one guy up top who can't seem to wipe that smile off his face since they cropped up. He's one real shitbag, so if he likes them, you know they're real monsters.
Like that on our end. Can't seem to wipe the smile off his face since they cropped up. Oh, is it that one guy? The guy with the bluish coat? One real shitbag. Yeah, it's gotta be. Wait. Did they say up top? Yeah, up top. So maybe he's an Anguis. If I had to guess, maybe the fourth Anguis, but if it, you know, it's saying up top, so that has to mean someone above even Walter, I would think. Right? I mean, it could just be another enforcer, but eh.
Sounds to me like we all think that we're better off crushing them before they become more of a headache.
This guy, he the one you mentioned a while back?
I've got a list of questions from the Oathbreaker, so start running your
mouth.
Oh,
fuck!
I'll run my fist through your face.
Woo! The infamous fourth Anguis. Yeah, let's fucking go! I've been waiting. I fucking knew it was. I knew we had to be introduced to a new Anguis. Doesn't quite sit right.
I imagine our definition of crush differ here, but at least we know where we all stand now. Save for our friend keeping his cards to his chest there anyway. It sounds like the CID is up to something too. Still, wish I could figure out what their boss is thinking.
Oh shit. Wait, huh? Sound like the CID is up to something.
Old Rocksmith's successor, huh? Heard some colorful rumors about him myself. But knowing he's turned a blind eye to a hole like this makes him all right in my book. Indeed, President Rocksmith was a broad-minded fellow in his own right. But the current president has proven even more receptive toward us. Some of the elders are rather fond of him. Though that does also make him a far more formidable foe during negotiations. From our perspective, the president's willingness to work with you guys is one giant flapping red flag. Oh, do not misunderstand. All of our cooperative efforts are in line with your guild's code. Heaven forbid otherwise. Can you guys not probe each other while I'm stuck right in the middle? I feel like I don't even need to be here anymore. Easy, Arkride. Your part's just about to come up.
Oh shit, what's he up to?
Walter.
Walter.
It ain't often we get a chance like this, and you can't pick a better place.
Why, we didn't have a 2v2 or some shit?
You weren't satisfied with how we ended 2 years ago either. So what say we pick it up where we left off? Right here, right now.
What the hell's gonna get in the way of this and be like, no, it's too early in the game, we can't do this.
Sounds like a plan.
Wait, you saw this coming, didn't you? Hell no, I ain't here to watch two monsters beating the crap out of it.
Watch. You and White Orchid Dragon are joining.
Huh?
Come on. Exchange info, exchange blows. Either way, we're getting to know each other.
Van's face is like, little bro didn't sign up for this type shit.
I admit to some reluctance standing between combatants of your caliber.
Oh shit, but he's still in, isn't he?
But I am also not one to pass up a chance to face Mr. Arkride and the famed Jin the Immovable.
Oh no, we're so washed. Bro, this is gonna, if I'm actually fighting this shit, that's gonna be insane. There's no way, right? Though it would be kind of cool. We are like all four of these characters are practitioners of like Eastern martial arts. Well, you should be.
Sorry, Arkride, but this is just how it's gotta be.
If I was Vanna, I would just ignore this shit and just walk away
We'd lose
regardless.
sight of ourselves if it was just one-on-one. And who knows how much damage we'd cause then.
Ugh, you damn asshole. Oh my god. Yo, we've entered the yellow zone. And the blue zone, the twilight.
I shall act as observer. Fight to your heart's content.
We're actually doing this. Why are you so up for this? You're welcome to my spot, you know.
Perhaps another time.
Ready? Begin!
Bro's like, why am I here? What did we do?
Try not to.
Wait, my HP isn't even topped off.
Don't hold anything back now. All right.
They got a lot of HP here, bro. Oh my god. I get to control Zen though. Oh my god. I get to control. All right.
Like hell you are.
Man, we're getting Sal as well in addition to Walter. It hasn't been too long since I've seen this dude fight, actually. Ow. Man, we haven't gotten to do many actual... This is like the biggest fight. As far as like the characters involved, this is probably like the biggest like legacy fight that we could have in this game so far.
Oh, is that all you've got?
What if I... Oh shit! Dude, that just... It puts it up by all 3 stages? Well then fuck me, what am I waiting for here? Okay, well that did decent actually. Uh-oh. Dude, these animations go kind of crazy.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Yeah, I'm aware. Let me go...
Carried away there.
Is there a way to like sort my damn items?
All you've got?
Most of the shit is just not doing enough, bro.
The hell's the matter, huh?
Oh, whatever. I don't even have any good heals. Fuck me. Alright, what the fuck ever. You people suck.
I'm all fired up.
Alrighty. Let's go. I gotta like do some insane shit here, I feel like.
Hell's the matter, huh? Energy output maximum.
Let's hit him with the shit. Fuck it.
This is here.
Oh, he's hitting this shit. That wasn't bad.
Making me get serious.
That wasn't bad, but it also wasn't as cool as I was thinking. Oh shit, this on the other hand, what the fuck? That was just a regular ass craft and it looked better than his S craft, what the hell? Maybe it's because of the lighting partially, but damn.
Well done.
Oh, he's, okay, he just fucks off. Wait, is that a double crit? What do you mean double crit turn? Oh my god, I can just hit another one? Yeah, fuck it. Still hitting that shit.
Now we're talking. Boost gauge limit removed.
Alright, whatever. I didn't even get to use that double crit turn. I forgot how the interrupts worked and whatnot. Not like I had access to one with Arkride. With Arkride? With Vanna, either ways.
Won't accept that S-rank promotion. Why the hell not?
I'm just not ready for it. My Taito skills have nothing to do with it. Though it'll sure give me a boost in confidence if I can beat you here.
Oh yeah? Will it now?
These people are watching like they're not in the freaking blast zone and they're about to die. Are we gonna have Kilika show up? What are you? Hold on a sec. Okay, there we go. This look real bad. I gotta scram. I can't move. I fear there is no stopping this. I'm honored to bear witness. Truth nuke.
That is enough.
I fucking knew it! They're fucking whipped. Well then. I fucking knew it. This bitch just shows up and the instant that these two instantly just go, huh? You're...
Kilika!
You got here quick, and here I was hoping we could duke it out a little longer.
I figured you'd have a lot of catching up to do, so I thought to give you some space. A mistake on my part, I see.
Yeah.
Are you a future S-rank bracer and a society enforcer, or are you infants?
Both.
Oh, wait a minute! This was all his fault!
The voice acting. Oh my god, that's like actual like child excuse. No, I kind of do like the new VA for Zen. Like if it was like his old design or something, it wouldn't match as well. But I think it does well with this one, despite like his age and experience.
Don't give me that. You were all gung-ho until she showed up, buddy.
Looking more and more like infants from where I'm standing. What a shame. I was rather looking forward to seeing that to its end. You are a force to be reckoned with, Fly and Swallow. It's good to see you, Spriggan. I see Zen is causing you trouble yet again. As for you, Sao, are you sure it's alright for you to be out of Crossbill after your promotion to president? Worry not. I foisted all responsibility there to Yin and the SSS. This guy has no shame. Looks like you brought more suspicious folks to the party. What's with all them?
What? You got a problem with us, punk?
Red hood, or red hair. You kind of look like... Actually, I think I got spoiled on you. Are you the character I think you are? I think... Yeah, I thought you were from a different game. Huh. I didn't think you were introduced here, but I think I've been spoiled on your design already.
So you're the Spriggan of the Republic. But personally, I think of you as the dropout of the Cone Loan School.
Cone Loan. Okay, well. Wait, are you?
Now, Celise. It's not good to pick
Celise.
fights with him when you've only just met.
Wait. Oh shit, they're from the church?
Even if he is a shady piece of human waste from Adios knows where who can't figure out which half of the moral fence he's standing on.
Hey. That's true, but you don't have to say it. Maybe they're like... Yeah, maybe one of them's like a Dominion or something like that? I guess it would make sense that we would also need to learn more about the frickin'... That we would have to have more churchgoers for this arc too.
Well, even I wasn't trying to be that harsh.
Curious. We've got so many like faces here. It's wild how many characters some scenes pull in.
Still, I see it was worth our while to come down here. Who knew a battle between the society's finest Eastern martial artist and a student of one of the 3 great schools would be waiting for us? But perhaps the greatest surprise of all is seeing you.
Thought you were acting kind of funny lately. But finding out you're all buddy-buddy with the society is one thing I didn't see coming.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. I am a mere traveler who chanced upon this place and its current company. Nothing more.
Okay, I believe you.
I ask that you pay me no mind, Mother Celise.
Mother Celise? Fatherly... Okay.
You're not even trying to hide it.
Huh.
You are quite the interesting fellow, Vice Captain.
What are we talking about?
Job bringing a couple of runts like them down here.
I thought they would make a fine match for you. We do have an agreement right now, after all.
Who are you calling a couple of runts?
I like this girl's... the cut of her jib.
You sure
Holy...
can run your mouth,
Yo!
dire whelp, but don't go getting cocky.
Dire whelp? Hold up, I was talking over that.
You sure can run your mouth, dire whelp, but don't go getting cocky.
Dude, she gets a Templar sword? Holy shit. This girl seems kind of raw for someone of the church.
How about I show you and that hardhead what I can really do?
No, this girl's kind of lit. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That sword's like as big as her. Oh my god. Yo, can we get her as a party member? Holy shit.
With what, Missy? That
Oh
sword?
shit.
Sure you're gonna be swinging it and not the other way around? How'd a teeny bopper like you even get
Teeny
that damn-
bopper?
27.
27?
Huh?
His reaction like, oh.
I said I'm 27. Any questions?
I don't know what's with this girl, but she is... Her vibes are immaculate.
Huh.
Huh.
Well, I guess some guys are into that kind of thing.
What do you... Hold up, let me go back. Is he just like calling her short? Like, what are you on about, bro?
You are so dead.
You had to step on a landmine.
Oh, shit.
She hates when people talk about her little baby face.
Little baby face. Okay, that's what he's going on about. I wouldn't really say she has much of a baby face, but I don't know, maybe that's just because it's Trails and every character has like similar-ish models to an extent.
Also dead.
I'll leave this crap to you, Arkwright.
Throwing him under the bus? Like Van's just been sitting here, and now he's like, it's just like, go get him, Arkwright. The fuck you throwing me under the bus for? The fuck I do? The fuck you say fuck me for? Why me? I have a feeling I know where these three are from.
Oh, there he is.
Who? You? Now you people are here too? Guys?
Van! Wait, huh?
Where's Rosette?
Sao? What kind of crazy party is this?
That's what I'm trying to fucking wonder. What the fuck is this scene? Oh, if it isn't Aaron. How'd you even find this place? I thought I threw you off my tail.
This is what happens when you only keep
You!
people half in the loop.
What the fuck is everyone doing here? Elaine? I didn't think you'd wander down here too. We've got the entire fucking country down here. What the fuck's going on? Wait, is she the one and only Beauty's Blade? But the woman next to her.
I happened to run into them during their search for you. I did have my doubts on whether to bring them here or not, but as you can see... Well, in any case, I had a feeling you were here.
Dog, I was expecting it just to be here for a few extra minutes, and now half the entire fucking continent is down in this little room.
My apologies.
I say room despite being outside, but you know what I mean.
Into.
Like, what the fuck, man?
But now that I see it, this place certainly does pique my interest.
How so? Well, I was gonna bring you down here at some point. But what's with you beating me to it, Elaine? You're the one who's constantly harping on about keeping him out of danger. You going senile? We're used to danger. And besides, I see some other kids down here too. I know that you have our best interests at heart, but no one likes being kept at arm's length forever. Ugh. Sorry for all the trouble this ended up causing, man. But hey, it ended up being a good chance to teach him about this place, no? Oh, please, don't start acting like you did nothing wrong. I'll say, I have some choice words for you too, Zen. You didn't think to discuss your coming here with anyone else. Quite the arrogant move on your part. Well... Well, fun's over. Had enough of being here. Today was more about saying hi anyway. I've done what I came here for. Walter. We will see each other again at some point, even if the only other place I can imagine what that happening is your prison cell. And fucking off, just like that. Well, kind strangers, if you would excuse me. I can't have my name revealed, so I must leave. Yeah, that's enough hellos. Sorry for making you show us down here, Chief. We're out of here. See you all around sometime. I wouldn't be surprised if we met again. Though maybe that depends on what A does. What the fuck is your deal? You just came here and pulled out a giant sword and then leave? I don't think it's calmed down at all. I'm still fucking confused.
Perhaps those of us who remain might continue sharing information.
Man, you never change.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah, all the big players leave, and now we just got this crew. Sounds like there's no room for doubt then. Amada's got some other organization working for him.
So it would appear. Their funding is at least partly coming from those who funded the racial terrorism of the past, too. That's awful. Van was telling us about that not too long ago. Our company's risk assessment led us to the same conclusion. Up until a few years ago, racially motivated attacks on those of Eastern and Central Eastern descent were all too common. They were known to be orchestrated by white supremacist groups who traced their origins back to the Old Kingdom. I'm still not over the fact that we're just going into literal white supremacists as like, yeah, this is the motivation for some bad guys. Like, that's crazy. For a fantasy genre game, usually they have like something to fill the gap and not like just straight up. But you know, kudos, but like, damn. But the situation changed significantly when a rather large group attacked the trade conference in Crossbell 4 years ago. Bro, I got thrown for a loop here. I'm just gonna be stuck here for like a damn hour at this point. Fortunately, we were able to quell the situation thanks to an insurance policy we had in place. And as soon as the crisis was put to rest, the former president started an aggressive crackdown on those groups. We didn't hear much from them after that. Then the post-war reparations put the entire issue on the back burner.
That's not to say they disbanded, however. If anything, the economic prosperity provided an ideal cover for them to continue in secret. Now the cover is coming to an end, bringing the issue of them to the surface once again. Well, I don't know how those assholes are tied to Armada, but if they've got all those fat stacks in their disposal, that explains how they got it so big so fast. Yeah, and with that kind of mirror, they could bring people on the outsides into the fold. Like the group Melchior and that new puppeteer come from. A group able to wipe out a high-ranking company of Jaegers single-handedly, and likely with special abilities at their disposal. So they are from the Gardens. Hey, there we go. I'm thoroughly unsurprised you've heard of them. Few have, even in the criminal underworld.
What's the Gardens? Is it some sort of group? They're a criminal organization that's of a different breed to mafias like Armada. They don't have much in common with the society either, mind. We first learned of their existence 9 years ago. Their modus operandi is gathering orphans and giving them a first-class education in assassination. Just like Swin and Nadia.
Damn, didn't know stuff like that was even real.
Unfortunately, it very much is. Their members are few in number, but they complete their missions with startling success. The organization is divided into several groups called Gardens, each being led by an overseer. We are aware of their presence at Marduk as well. The threat level is considered to be S+. Internally, it was at one point believed that most unsolved assassinations were their handiwork.
Yeah, you can imagine the headache when we even had another group trying to mimic their playbook. Still, their name hasn't cropped up for very much over the past couple of years. Not since the overseer of the Garden of Swords was taken out by 2 members who fled the organization.
Oh wow,
we're just bringing them up straight, huh?
I feel like I've read that story somewhere before. What is it, Van?
Nothing. Anyway, now I know what that group of monsters is working with Armada. It's still a mystery how they ended up that way. Same with how they wound up with all that terrorist funding. It's interesting just having the Gardens be straight up mentioned. Like, sorry, did we mention that the Gardens are the ones we're dealing with here, or? We're bringing them up, so, okay, they are from the, okay. I don't know how big the Gardens is as an organization, or if it's more small and elite, but it's interesting that we're having that be a main thing now. I had a feeling that would be the case after dealing with Swin and Nadia and everything and the Emperor, but, huh. But maybe a more pressing question is why they're working together.
True.
They've got 3 of the worst tiles that exist. Just a matter of working out what hand they're going for. You are a Mahjong player too. Yes, a fellow man of culture.
Look at Killick's face. She is so done with this shit.
You're right. We're gonna need to focus on that going forward. Indeed. Albeit in our own unique ways, no doubt.
Well, I believe we've had enough discussions for one day. Still, it seems clear there's more room for negotiation between us than some other groups going forward.
I am most humbled you are including us in that. Well, I don't know about you and Gian, but Heiwei has its moderates too, like Fawn. Take it that we can include you guys in that too, Arkwright. Goes without saying. Hell, we're the common thread between all of you. And you're just gonna keep using us as a bridge between you anyways. You got that right.
So we would.
But of course. Stop being so in sync.
Van never catches a break, ever, ever, ever. Jeez.
I see it didn't take long for you to adjust to life in the capital. Just bear in mind that Lady Ashun is rather worried about you back in Lunport. Do try to exercise restraint in your daily life, Man, she could stand and chill out a little. And you should be the one checking in on home more often. How's Shin doing, by the way? He's been abroad in Remiferia for half a year now, right? I believe he is doing rather well. He attends a rather distinguished middle school there and is blessed with many good friends. Come to think of it, Chief, I know you go way back with him and the direwolf. But I would have figured Renee would have handled that kind of thing.
That's right.
That smart guy you and Elaine grew up with, yeah?
He's actually quite occupied with another case for us. As for what that case is, you will soon see.
Huh. That's sure an ominous way of putting it. Ain't that the truth?
Not too sure how to take that one, but I am glad of the idea that he'll come into play, because he's kind of one of those characters that we haven't really gotten much of a delve into yet.
And she's one of the more reasonable ones, too. Why can't the CID be staffed by more normal people?
Forgive me for saying so, but you'll find one to talk. Yeah, I can't believe you came to a place like this without us.
Kinda pissed me off I let you shake me off in the first place, but that's in the past now.
So, just what is this place?
It's called the Blacklight District. It's the city's unofficial 13th district, and its dark side. A lawless zone that changes locations from time to time, and that few cops dare to tread. It's home to criminals of every kind. Good place for them to work together, to get together too.
To think that all this time such a place was right under my nose. You know, I feel like Abby said something about it to me before. I was aware of its existence, but this is my first time seeing it in person. It looks to be a combination of multiple underground areas that went unused during the city's urban planning.
Good spot to hang out. We had to walk through a whole damn maze just to get here. An underground coliseum and contraband as far as the eye can see. It's like it was made for me. Well, too late to do anything now that you're here. I'm gonna guess you people stayed away because you had Elaine, but people are always getting into scuffles around here. So let me teach you how to speak this district's language. We'll take a tour while we do, but just keep your eyes peeled, alright?
Right. Of course.
I'm down.
Oh. Huh, so... Yeah, I guess Rosette just kind of went on her own on this one. That's definitely enough for one day, I think. We went through so much shit there, for God's sake, you know? I'd be kind of silly and stupid to not call it quits after that. Interestingly enough, though, we didn't see an S-craft for Walter or Sao, which I don't know if that means that they had them but just didn't use them by luck, or if that means that they're holding them for a future bigger fight. Either sounds reasonable, but I'm not too sure on what's the case. Either way, we got an insane amount done and that I didn't really expect to be getting done this time. I thought it would just be one or two quick scenes. I didn't think we'd be fighting a goddamn enforcer and, you know, one of the bigger guys in Heiwei. Not to mention getting to fight alongside Zen. Like, geez. But, hey, I don't think we're gonna get much better than that for now. thank you very much for watching, and next time on Trails Through Daybreak, we'll see what the Blacklight District has to offer in full, I guess. Adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, mata ne.